The 25th of May, it's 6:30. We're just doing a daily analysis and also a live trade video throughout the London session for US 30 and the British pound. If we go to TradingView, we can see that we are still in this upward trend. We are getting closer. We have pierced through this zone here, and we do look to be still heading into a bearish environment, but overall you can see we are still going in an upwards direction. As we zoom in, we can see that currently right now we are still quite bearish. If we zoom in closer to this zone here, we can kind of see that we're dealing with, that lines up with that, and then that's kind of the next area that we're dealing with. So you can see where it is now. It's kind of lining up with this area of demand. It's touching this, and it's kind of trying to decide whether it's going to go up or it's going to continue the momentum down. If I was to guess, an educated guess, I'd be saying that it's going to continue to the downside. There's just a lot of downward pressure at the moment, and this is pushing it into this zone here. So if we are selling, I think we are in for some good trades. As you can see here, that is the case. So like perfect zone right here, smack bang right there. That's basically exactly what we're looking for. in those zones. Outside of that, if we were to do any buying, if we zoom out, see if we can see anything. If not, that's probably not the worst thing right there. In that zone, there would be a lot more wary and take a smaller profit, but that's kind of what we're looking at. But while it's up here, I'm more than happy to be taking more volume and try and get in and get out of this zone here, and not even have to worry about buying in that. But moving to the US 30, on the daily we are bearish. On the 4-hour we are also bearish. Same sort of thing, very similar to the British pound. And I just realized that is the British pound, which is really smart of me. But yeah, we can see that that's pushed outside of this zone here, and in line with that, it's very close to there. In this zone here, and really testing this demand zone here of 32,500, 32,600 ish, which lines up with this peak here. So on the 1 minute, we can see that was a good buy there, and that's definitely a good sell in that zone, which lines up well with all this here. We can see that this has dipped into this zone here, and if we were playing a little bit safer, we can bring it all the way down. So anything in this zone is probably a good trade, but keeping in mind that we are overall quite bearish and taking little profits, not large profits. But in this zone, I feel quite safe into trying to drag out that profit. So anything in this zone right there, that's good. So that's kind of the zone that we're working with today. If we go into MT5 to take a look at our existing and live trades, we can see that. So firstly, this is on the British pound. We got in here on that peak. We've rode this down to here and gotten out, which was nice. And as it's come back up, we've layered in, roughly 5 times or so, and expecting it to come down, anywhere in this zone here. So I've got my take profit currently here. I do expect that to at least get to that zone. If it does continue to drive up, I probably will drag that profit up to where it's testing it, up to this zone here. But at this stage, I'm still quite confident that that's going to pierce through and come to the downside, because as we can see on the 1 hour, look at that nice downward trend. Yes, it does come up, but where the if we zoom in slightly, we can see where the last time that it entered that trade, and it's just gone beyond it and then below, that's perfect with this area here of supply. So I do think it's going to keep coming. We can see that it's currently just buffering around this zone here, but look, I've got my take profit down at the base of that. I'm willing to be patient and let the that profit come to me. Moving closer to, let's go to the US 30 on the 1 minute. You can kind of see where I've set myself up. Haven't not in at the moment, but it's in the exact same locations as these ones here. We got in 4 times and we sold at the same location right here, which is really nice. It's come all the way down, so we're mean reverting, and I'm expecting it to come back into this zone, which lines up quite well with this area here. And so that's kind of what we've been doing and what we are continuing to do for the session. We will check in tomorrow morning or whenever I get a chance to do the end of day analysis. But at the moment, for the history, we are currently on, if we go to custom period of today, we have made $2,000 so far. So we'll wait to see how that pans out by the end of the day. But yeah, have a good night and we'll see you tomorrow.